Namaste everyone, how's it going? Today we are going to talk about intermittent fasting. This is something that has been going around the whole dieting industry and fitness and weight loss industry for a long time. It has many different nicknames. It's known as the 8-hour diet or the warrior diet. Today I'm going to try to tell you guys about my experience using intermittent fasting and how it can benefit you, how you can apply it to your lifestyle and dieting goals. First of all, let's get out of the way what intermittent fasting is. So intermittent fasting is basically a method of eating where you constrict your food intake to particular hours between the day. So let's say between 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Whatever you're going to eat within that 8-hour time frame, all right, between 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. That is just an example. It can be applied to however you want to apply it. And for a minimum of 16 hours, you're supposed to fast. Each and every day, you're supposed to fast. That means basically you can, have like 0-calorie things. So you're supposed to obviously have water, and water is encouraged as much as possible. Besides that, any 0-calorie drinks such as green tea, black coffee, I don't know, there's some energy drinks probably which don't have any calories. So stuff like that can be ingested, but try to avoid consuming any calories in the fasting period, all right? You do not want to consume any calories in the fasted period. And whatever calories you're supposed to consume, you consume it within the eating time frame. All right, so this is to make it very simple. Now, let me try to explain to you guys as to what makes this work, whatever is the underlying principle that people cite, that this is how it works. And I'm going to tell you where I learned all of this from. And at the same time, it kind of worked for me, it worked for people around me. So let me try to explain it to you. So intermittent fasting basically plays around with two particular hormones in your body. One is insulin and the second is growth hormone, all right? Both of them cannot coexist at the same time in the human body. Like, they do coexist, but they have an inverse relationship. So if insulin is secreted, growth hormone goes down. And if growth hormone is secreted, insulin is basically going down in the body. And the most common phenomenon where you can observe this is when you're asleep. Because when you're asleep, your body is not eating anything. And over time, insulin goes down because whenever you eat food, insulin spikes up. And because insulin is going down, growth hormone rises up and growth hormone carries out its functions. What are the functions of insulin and growth hormone? Well, we are going to look at insulin first because that is primarily to do with food. So insulin is a hormone that is secreted whenever you ingest food, and that food has basically energy in it, and that energy needs to be put into your muscles for use. So insulin's job is to shuttle all of that energy, that glucose, that glycogen into the muscles, all right, so that the body can use it to walk, run, shit, eat, sleep, whatever the fuck it is. On the other hand, when your body gets enough energy, like imagine if the muscles are saturated now, the excessive energy, the excessive glucose, excessive glycogen is stored as fat in the body, so that it can be used for survival or future energy stores. That is what insulin does. And what growth hormone does is that one of the things which I think is a byproduct or a side effect of growth hormone being secreted in the body is that you burn fat, all right? Whenever there's a high level of growth hormone in the body, you burn fat. And growth hormone is secreted whenever insulin is going down. So like when you're sleeping or when you're fasted, for example. So the goal of intermittent fasting overall is to try to keep a body in a state where there is a high level of growth hormone over prolonged periods of time. And basically what's that going to do is that it's going to put you in a state where you're burning fat for energy over time using growth hormone, because you'll be fasted, so you're not going to continuously put food into your body. And besides that, it has a few other benefits that I'll talk about.